And we are live, FP2, round 17, Baku, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and we are T-minus 27 minutes away. What's going on, Z? Error unknown, Issa, Brett, Luke, Jithu. It's going to get chaotic. Your boys got stats and due diligence now, to which we can speak. Just listening to Andrea Stella in the background, Cammy's causing it. Oh, yellow flags every single time. What else are we going to do? Just listening to Andrea Stella likening the Ferrari circumstance to the McLaren one as far as its pressure. Behave yourself, Andrea Stella. Pep Guardiola of Formula One. What was he talking about, this fella? I mean, not with a straight face can we say that. Surely not. What's he on about here? Andrea Stella. And I do rate Andrea Stella, but come on. Oh, the humanities. Whatever it is, Safak legend. Oh, go on then. Let me read out some bits and bobs because, again, courtesy of Daniel Vellante, we've got stats and figures. And it's techie over here. I was about to place my mortgage on Maximilian Verstappen, but apparently, if past his prologue, this is Max Verstappen's worst track. I'll tell you what I mean. Most wins around here. Well, Checo Perez is the only person to have won twice around here. Interesting that Nico Rosberg, Danny Rick, Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Max Verstappen and OJP all have one apiece. Most team wins: Red Bull 4, Mercedes 3, McLaren 1. Most wins by grid position. Well, it's split pole 25% of the time, P2 25% of the time, P3 25% of the time. Interesting that. Most poles, Charles Leclerc, 4 of them, including sprint shootouts. He's got 5. Nico Rosberg, Hamilton, Vettel, Bottas have 1 apiece. Most poles, Ferrari 5, Mercedes 3. Podiums, Checo Perez has 5. Oh, the humanity. Cadillac F1 have themselves a Baku Azerbaijan Grand Prix still. Therefore, Sebastian Vettel has 3. Bottas, Hamilton, Max, Charles, George Russell have 2 podiums apiece. Nico Rosberg, Stroll, Danny Rick, Kimi Raikkonen, Gasly and Oscar Piastri have 1 apiece. Most podiums by team: Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, Force India. Most winners, or most recent winners, 2024 last year was Piastri, 23 was Checo, 2022 was Verstappen, Perez again in 21. Perez is a demon around here. Mr. Street King, eh? Put some respect on his name, covered. Bottas was in 19. Recent pole sitters: Charles Leclerc, 24 to 21. No other driver has dropped it on pole. Valtteri Bottas in 2019. Techie, general information: 6 kilometers track lap distance. 20 turns. Again, known for its castle section. Sector 2. Techier than techie things. First GP was held there, European Grand Prix in 2016. It's been there ever since 2017. Second longest circuit on the calendar. Blah 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 blah. We'll dip back into that. I think what's important, if you're going to take anything away from these precursory context-giving discussions, is that Sector 2 is just tech. Red Bull are going to struggle around there, I think, even if they have made upgrades and floor fairings and floor stuffs. Even if they have mitigated for the extent to which they are plagued by understeer, even if they have, Sector 2 is always going to be difficult for Red Bull around there. It will always be difficult. 90-degree turns, low speed, medium duration. No chance, mate. No chance. It just doesn't suit their car. Never has, never will. An Adrian Newey machine doesn't go well around 90-degree turns. It is not even an Adrian machine anymore, is it? Just listening to Andrea Stella go ham before I pray all weekend for Norris DNF. Said, oh my gosh, see. Oh my gosh. Oh, the humanity. I could never pray on another driver's downfall, but I mean, you guys know already, Easy G, that I'm not a big fan of this Lando Norris fella. Red Bull looks good at the moment. Silent Owl. We'll see. They'll get better over the course of the weekend, but there's a new approach, right? An engineering-led approach by Dint, under the aegis of Lauren Mecky's stewardship. Now they're putting engineering front and centre, listening more to Max Verstappen, paying less attention to whatever the sim is saying, dialing the engine up to 12 in the early doors, like FP1, FP2, whereas before with Christian Horner, they were not doing that. Nick Marker, you're a legend. Who you got for pole? Did we get out the pole vote? I don't. If Charles Leclerc, Nick Marker, has put it on pole each of the 4 previous times that we've been around here, would it not therefore be stupid to back against Charles Leclerc on this occasion? Or do we go as what we normally go for, that you should never ever in your life back against Max Verstappen? Not in this mood. Charles and Max, my bets for pole. Go on, and let's get the poll out there. You guys tell me what you think. Let's not be coloured by Cameron's noddy B-spec F1 opinions. Right, you guys tell me. Who have you got? Should you ever bet against Max Verstappen? And should you ever bet against Charles Leclerc at Baku? 2 separate questions. It's going to get, I don't know, I think it's going to be interesting. F1 boy, how you doing, mate? Piastri can run away with the win. Nasty can't hate. Potentially. It wasn't bad around here last year. Overtaking the year on Charles Leclerc. He wasn't bad at all. Let me see who's got Charles. 17% only have got Charles. I mean, it's good that if Ferrari can give him a car, an SF25 capable of dropping it on pole, you've got to think that Charles may or may not go close. Do me a favour, if you like the stream, then like the stream early doors. I'm not messing around this year, looking to go purple sectors this year. What are you talking about coming in September? I say may the best man or car win, even though I wish it will be Matt Safak. Go on, there's something about, go on, I was just having a look at Max's stats again by dint of the legend that is Daniel Volante over on Twitter. Head-to-head qualifying in Baku. Max Verstappen is 3-4. 3 in his last 7. Meaning, therefore, Safak, and listen, if we were ever going to shelve the don't back against Max Verstappen rule, it might be against Baku. It's sacrilegious. I can hear the blasphemy. It's chaos, what the words that are coming out of my mouth. But if past his prologue and we're paying attention to the most recent evidence of the past 7 qualifying sessions at Baku, Max Verstappen has a losing record. The only track around which he has a losing record on the current calendar. He's beat his teammate 3 times and lost to him 4. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Head-to-head records. Fernando Alonso 7-zip. Never loses to Lance Stroll around here. Not in qualifying at least. Then you've got Charles Leclerc 5-1. Lando Norris 4-1. George Russell 4-1. Winning records 1-0. Lewis Hamilton not so good 4-4. I was on to Mr. Windsor about Lewis Hamilton. I don't know where. I want to be positive, chat, but I have no angles. Carlos Sainz, the worst record on the grid, 8-zip, but he spent most of those times alongside Charles Leclerc, right? At least 4 of those have been versus Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz has no chance. Alex Albon's going to put him in a... I tell you what, though, let's talk about Lewis. I just said to Mr. Windsor, friend of the channel, I'm sure he won't mind me sharing this conversation. I'll be happy if Lewis can get within like 3/10 even of Charles Leclerc. 2/10 might be a bit ambitious. This is Charles' track. Ferrari is the house that he built. Charles Leclerc, point-to-point quickest on the grid. Some say around his track. Baku, four times that chap's put it on pole. 4 in the past 4 qualifying sessions that we've had around Azerbaijan. I'm telling you what, it's going to be tough. If Lewis can get within 3/10, I'll take that as a Sir Lewis Hamilton fan, despite what the naysayers say. It's going to get techie. T-minus 17 minutes away from a cheeky FP2, an all-important FP2. If you're talking about Constructors' Championship, this isn't one of Max's great tracks, but I've had a C note for Max to take pole all season, and it's done me all right. Yeah, I don't hate it, Sebastian. But after his outstanding performances at Monza, I'm not getting the odds correct. And if you were going to need odds, if you are betting, and again, this is not financial advice, 127 if you're watching concurrently. If you like the stream, then like the stream. If you need odds, which you should, because again, betting is just value, right? Never bet. Always bet the line, not the event. That's how professional gamblers move. So I hear, if indeed you want to be a betting degenerate, which I wouldn't advise, but the odds aren't great. If the odds are like 20-1 at Baku, then cool. Then we're having a different conversation, just like they were at Suzuka. But if he's like 4-1 at Baku with fire breathing Dragon Charles, I would argue that you might want to. It might be keep your powder dry time. What's going on, Derek? Sorry, I just got a cheeky message. The missus is harassing me for no reason, which isn't fair. Singapore was see. Just imagine if Lando wins on merit. Oh, the humanity. I see what we've done there, Max. Chaos, mate. Just imagine if Lando. But he's quick around here, isn't he? He's quicker than Oscar Piastri, who knows? Quicker than Charles Leclerc, probably not. But maybe he's got the machine sufficient right. That MCL3-9 is dominant. I see the cheekiness in the bottom right corner of Cameron CC. What's going on? I have no idea. I think multi-view is just refreshing. Bear with. It will pop up again shortly, of course. Z's, well, I don't know what you're talking about, Z. In the bottom right corner. I have no idea, mate. Anyone see the bloke jumping up and down on the curve? No, what are you guys talking about? I don't know. Driving across the state of Michigan and back today whilst listening to FP1 with Cam. Excellent fight. You're a legend, Derek, 1978. I appreciate you, mate. Here we go. Ask the proper questions. Lando and Oscar are already free to race. Let me clarify, says Andrea Stella. Obviously. Some guiding principles in order to manage. You must always leave a space. You must always leave a space. Some guiding principles. The way we go to racing, the half-rolled R, right? It's a proper romantic language symptom, that is. You must always leave a space. I mean, this is the question that they're gonna have to keep asking. You're gonna have to keep answering these questions. I'm sorry, Andrea Stella. So long as you guys are putting your thumb on the bloody the scales of competitiveness. Do you know what I mean? Intervening when you should not be, inverting position when it's just racing. Then it's gonna get techie. Never bet against Max, says Roland. Lon W looks fantastic. Brooks is my favourite. Stella paddling his way around Lando favourite and got a bloody Nora. I like what you've done there, Luke. Worded very well. If it come an F2 qualifying crack, jeez, I didn't see F2. Sadly, so much bullish from set. Go on then. The next poll, is there favouritism going on here? F1 is the worst sport for gambling. Do you think so, Easy G? I'm not sure. I would never bet on a race, Easy G. Too many variables. Qualifying though. Qualifying in a championship, maybe. The new movie coming for F1 will be epic. Let's see. I'm from London, but you can never tell, Easy G, with all that Lando bias. I kid. Do me a favour, smash the like. Always bet on a safety car. Depends. You want to look at the... you just got to study history, right, to learn from it. Drivers' Championship. Oscar leads Lando, 31 points. 324 points is his total. Huh. I wasn't up earlier, just finished P1. Let's go for FP2. Let's go, Clive. Let's go, Blakehurst. Then Inner West. What is going on, David? There's so much racing going on, but racing about which I know nothing. The Max Delusions go strong. 11th, 10. I mean, you can forgive a bit of Max Delusion, given some of the chap's most recent exploits. Crazy Charlie's like, I agreed. F1 kit the movie. Can you imagine Miami? I still can't believe when I read that. How is the ticker for F1 as an entity on the NASDAQ? F1 merch coming soon. So do McLaren need a 1-2 finish to secure constructors? They need to, it's some weird thing. They need to finish like 9 points clear of Ferrari and 12 points clear of Mercedes. Something stupid like this. You can honestly, D-boy. Ultimately, they're trying to inject some sort of stakes and like suspense into the. They're going to win it anyway, aren't they? The only time when these calculations matter is when it actually matters. When, do you know what I mean? If they didn't do it now, then somebody else could potentially win the constructors, and that's just not the case. This fake stake stuff, they're gonna nail it. Is the honest truth, and there's nothing. I don't think there's anything more. If they don't nail it this race, they'll nail it next race. They seem to have fixed the Red Bull. Clive, do you think so, mate? I'm not so sure yet. I hope you're right, but I love me some Max Delusions, says Derek. Oof. Charles going to go for this, isn't he? I worry about the delta between Lewis and Charles. That's what's going to keep me up at night tomorrow. Tonight, even. In Abu Dhabi, Lando and Oscar will rock, paper, scissors for the WDC. Then formation drive the last 30 laps. Don't sulk, you're too kind. And I think Houston, we have a problem. I genuinely think what you're alluding to there, don't sulk, is a problem. How it's a difference that it's a conversation under the aegis of a difference in extents and not kinds, right? How far is too far? Should they have inverted last Grand Prix? Is a 5.9 pit stop not just motorsport and racing? The X factor that so defines Formula One. Is that not what we're dealing with? OJP not serious until quality. He builds, doesn't he? He does build himself a race weekend. Fair enough, Cam. Inevitability anyway for them, D-boy. I don't hate it. Accurate. Charlie's truly amazing at qualifying in this track, and I do believe there was a DRS on McLaren. Oh, yes. Oh, Sebastian. Of course, speaking to the play last year, that was Oscar Piastri and the bloody double DRS. Do you remember the old... I took a screenshot of it somewhere. The cheeky extra slot lap in that wing that they ultimately ended up banning. I tell you what, Charles Leclerc is so good that you... I don't know. How strong is the undercut here, Cam? They'll do a one-stop. I think... hang on, I've got this at hand. 1 second. I think the undercut will work. I can't tell you how strong it is though. Problem is, it's hard to overtake around here. So I think under that, guys, the undercut will be quite strong, but not as in like seconds per lap that you gain from the undercut. I don't have that information offhand, sadly. Actually, let me have a gander. You've got me trying to remember. I'll go back and watch the highlights of last race before we speak again. FP3 got me curious with that undercut. Did Oscar pit before Charles last year? Maybe Charles did pull the undercut on Oscar last year. I'll have to go back and watch it again. I can't remember. 175 of you watching, do me a favour and smash the like. I appreciate you, each and every single one of you, to the moon and back. This community would cease to exist, not be able to drive to survive. But for you guys, Jithu, it's a good, especially given the softer compounds, it's a good shout. Softer compounds would dictate that the extent of the tyre deck as a curve would be one of these towards the end of the stint A. And last year, it was a one-stopper medium hards, I think. I'll go and check it, G3, because I'm curious. I did 2 paid laps of the Nordschleife in 2001. Rental, Renault Megane. Tore my tyres off the rears. Brilliant. I'm scared to go on there, too. That accident that happened the other day, Luke. Don't fancy it, mate. Don't fancy it. There was I'm not brave enough. I couldn't buy brave pills potent enough to get me around Nordschleife driving those cars. I'd have to spend like 2 years learning the track. And I tried on Gran Turismo, but I just didn't have the minerals. Wasn't good enough. Ran out of talent, per se. Liam, you're a legend. McLaren are a boring, pathetic team. Max Factor engaged. So, Liam, I understand you, mate. And again, they were kept on site. All the podcasts that I was listening to in due diligence for this weekend streams, everyone kept on citing when you had like 89, 80, not so much 88, but 89, when you had a team in McLaren that were a gazillion miles down the road from everybody else. The only reason why to watch, the thing that attracted attention dollars, was the intra-team friction now. The beef between Senna and Prost, 2 of the goatiest to have ever done it. Do you know what I mean? Seeing their cars parallel parked in Suzuka was just it's just impossible cinema. So too, a little bit different with 2007 because McLaren weren't as dominant then as they are now. But yeah, and still, the intra-team friction between Alonso and Hamilton, it was blockbuster. Alonso parking it up in Hungary. I can't, what? I can't heat, what, go? I can't heat, oh. It was just incredible. You'll never forget those times. Do you know what I mean? Same thing 2016 between Lewis and Rosberg. So I feel like McLaren almost, they don't owe F1 anything, nor do they owe F1 fans anything. But I feel like if there is a debt to be paid, it is at the altar of excitement and engaging an intra-team battle. Surely, now that you guys are on the cusp, the precipice of tying up the Constructors' Championship, surely now we can have a proper, honest, true and fair fight for the championship. I understand that Andrea Stella is keen not to cheese anybody off so that he has a harmonious team that can carry on winning championships in long form incident. I get all of that. I understand that you've got to manage 2 fire-breathing dragons, both of whom are now getting paid £30 million per year, etc. Managing stakeholders' expectations, blah, blah, blah. If you win, Oscar, do you mind if we... I get all that. I understand all of that. But bloody Nora, come on. What are we doing? No, Oscar pitted before Charles. There we go. There we go, Issa. Good memory. Can't wait to see what he does around that track. Hashtag Team Max. I know, but GT3, yeah. He won't be I definitely would have back against Max winning the 24 hours of Nordschleife. I mean, they've challenged him, haven't they? Those lot that were doubting him, Estre versus Max will be back. But those lot that doubted him and said, no, there's no way that he could do the lap record, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, You know what I mean? Next year will be easier to pass. That's what they say, Keonik. But they always say this, and then fast forward to next year, and it's like, T minus 2 minutes until we get a cheeky FP2. And breathe. By the way, I think Max Verstappen's odds aren't great. I think the bookmakers have gotten wise to the dude's genius, him being a difference maker. Do you know what I mean? Cam, what do you think about Gunther Steiner owning a MotoGP team? Clive, I'd love to tell you that I like a bit of Gunther, and he's he's now got a residency on Vanka Hours, hasn't he? Like, props to him, entertaining, and he's good for F1 and whatever. But sadly, I'm out of scope. I'm not MotoGP's target market. Any chance of rain? Ask you for it. I don't think so, mate. There's not normally a lot of rain at Baku, is there? Not in that part of the world, but I mean, commentators curse. But no, to the Gunther Steiner thing, it's weird. I mean, there's chatter about Max and Lewis exploring teams now, privateers. It is good. I suppose it's good. The cross pollination of Formula One, and it's a good news story. But MotoGP at the moment. So, like I tell you, the last time I watched MotoGP was Marc Marquez's first season, and hasn't he won like 7,000 championships by now? I just don't even know. Dustin obsessed with his water bottle. Is he 9 years old? You got to drink water. I can forgive Lando drinking some water. Do you know what I mean? Got to keep hydrated. Speaking of which. I don't watch it anymore, but I keep my eye in here and there. Yeah, I don't watch it. Don't have time. F1 is like a gaseous substance. It expands or will expand into any space that you give it. I think Lewis is slowly accepting his. Oh gosh, easy G. It's not. I don't even get. You know, I've been advising Sir Lewis Hamilton fans of the steepness of the gradient at which he will need to climb to get himself a championship. Didn't want to hear it. Oh, he's the GOAT. He's a 7-time champion. They just didn't want to hear it. Did one of these Abbots of Unreason? No, Lewis is my GOAT. He is him. Yada yada yada. But again, I understand how that comes to pass. How that level of partisanship. Because if you came into sport in, like, let's say you came into F1 in 2017, between 17 and 20, all you ever saw or knew or experienced was Sir Lewis Hamilton as a winner. There was no F1 before Lewis Hamilton was a winner. Indeed, you could argue that for some Sir Lewis Hamilton fans, it's like Man United, experiencing them in the late night. All they ever did was win under Sir Alex Ferguson. So you never ever knew a Formula One where Lewis Hamilton wasn't winning. So now this is like a paradigm shift, right? This is different. This is brand new. This is to that fan who came into the sport ever since 2017, who only knew Sir Lewis Hamilton winning. That's why 2021 was so egregious, because it was like, what the fudge? Lewis Hamilton wins and he does nothing but win. So for you to take that away from him needs to be and this is where it's confirmation bias and a lack of experience and a lack of understanding. I was talking to a friend earlier on in the week about Abu Dhabi 21, and it still burns. Still burns, it's an injustice, blah, blah, blah. But I think a lot of these fans, not to disparage, of course, everybody ingests their F1 content through a different lens, but it's I think it's important that you see that POV, that lens in that context under that aegis. I said Lewis was close with Russell in race pace, but with Charles he's not close, neither quali or race, but it's short snaps. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Let's F1 like, but you're a legend, Z. Yeah, if you like the stream, then like the stream. Who's ready for another Verstappen win and DNF for one of the McLarens? Rennes, I mean, that wouldn't be the worst outcome, mate, but I don't know how likely it is. I'm not sure that would be better. I mean, if Max shows me something, but Max isn't good around there. If he has a weakness, if there is a Max Verstappen Achilles heel as far as circuits, then this probably would be it. If Alonso can reclimb back into potential podium territory, then Hamilton, comparatively speaking, has a lot of time. He has less of a hill to climb. I see what yeah, maybe TWM. Next year, right? You just write off the rest of this year and come back next year. If you're a Sir Lewis Hamilton fan, then you've got to put all of your eggs in the 2027 basket. Boy wonder Norris meets the wall. No, you can't wish that on Lando. Surely not, Z. I have a bet on Lewis from F2 days that he would beat Schumacher's 7. Oh my gosh, Clive. What odds did you get on that, chap? Jeez. That's a brilliant bet. I mean, I didn't see that. Oh, no, don't. Yeah, it's true. No, I don't want to jinx anyone. Go on then. OJP on track. T-minus 55 minutes left until we get an FP2. Round 17. Baku checkered flag. It's going to get techie, this. I'm keen. Now, for context, a lot of these teams are going to be, you know this already, but I'm going to speak to it. A lot of these teams will have divested out of 2025 and put all their eggs in the design philosophy that is 2026 now. He did win sprint. Yeah, true, but it's a sprint race, isn't it? It's not the same. Not the same. And plus, was he running too low? The fact that he got OJP onto one. Let's get our eyes at 238. If you're watching concurrently, do me a favour. If you like the stream, then like the stream. I say OJP to hit the wall over Lando. Would you, Clive? That's bold, mate. I think OJP drives just within himself to ensure that he doesn't make mistakes. Not often, at least. Not as often as Lando. I warned you, he's a germ preying on his downfall. Lando, he's a polemic guy, but he's much loved. I mean, if you're a diehard casual, then as a percentage of the whole, you bet Lando Norris has a lot of fans. There's Oscar Dean something purple. I don't hate that, Daniel. Go on then, let's have a gander. Let's have a gander. Go on then. OJP touched your timing sheets with T minus 53 minutes and 30 seconds left on the docket. A 143.307 from OJP. Bloody Norris. Nears makes no difference. A second down the road from the Sauber kick stake F1 cars of Hulkenberg and Bortoletto. Tsunoda-san goes up to second on a 143.9.6 tenths adrift of Oscar Piastri's session topping time. In fourth, you've got Bortoletto. By the way, OJP sets those on brand new, fresh, soft compound tyres. Everyone's going fresh. Although Alex Albon on pards on a 143.4. What? Here we are. There's a Sir Lewis. Max Verstappen tops your timing sheet. Oh my God, has Lewis made another mistake? Please. Has he made it? Did he go down the runoff area? Oh, come on, Lewis. What's the point, fella? How many mistakes do we want to make? It would be egregious of me to be so disparaging about Charles Leclerc and call him Mr. Mistakes and errors of the info. and then not say the same for that's annoying. He's having a nightmare, isn't he? Let me look at Lewis's record around here. Not great either, eh? Max and Lewis don't do well around it. Let's have a gander. Head to head. Yeah, look at that. Lewis has qualified 8 times around there. He's beat his teammate 4 times and he's lost 4 times. Lewis and Max don't love this track. Interesting. The great ones don't go well around Baku, some say. Or the greatest ones, at least. Very interesting, that. Oh, the humanity indeed. Easy G, I don't like this. That was quick for Williams and hard. Yeah, very, very true. Very quick on hards, eh? Alex R won on a 143.4. Max Verstappen goes top on a 143.2. A up. Hang on. Has Max Verstappen just entered that chat? Hold that, Cam. Charles destroying Lewis. Bondino. I don't disagree, Cha. I would be an abbot of unreason, right? Averting my gaze from the truth of objectivity. Cam, you've kept your eye on Formula One because you love it and have been trying to build a community. Like you said, there's only so much. Ben, if you can still use to do this excellence. Sebastian, I appreciate you, mate. What's up with Lando? I have, well, he's just gone purple. Come off the hour. Come off the Lando. Nice. 35.9. He goes set to 1. Huh. He's about to go set to 2. Look at this. As Karan Chanduk's talking about the ongoing negotiation. The gift that keeps giving between George Russell and Toto, the boy who cried wolf. What? Hulkenberg goes top on a 43 flat on mediums. Excuse me, Nico. What's gone on here? Scrubbed mediums as well. George Russell goes top on a 42.9. I think this story is one of track evolution. As Lando Norris, I suspect, is about to go set to 2 quickest. 41.5. Goes 2 tenths quicker. Charles Leclerc. How about that? 1 tenth. 2 tenths. I think Lando's about to go 41 here. First 41 of the weekend. Yeah, we'll be well into it. It'll be high 41s. 41.8 maybe, 41.9. Oof, or maybe not. He flopped sector 2. Look at that. Hang on, chat. Hang on. I think there's something we need to explain here. Charles Leclerc is quick. But look at that. What was Oscar Piastri? Hang on. What's going on with these McLarens around sector 3? Sector 3 is, of course, the big long straight. And they are slow around there. Everybody's taken that. Look at that. All right, so we've got Jekyll and Hyde circumstance going on here. Everybody's taken some downforce off of their rear wing so that they can do 328 kilometers per hour with the speed trap from Bortoletto. Look at that. 327 from Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris has got extra downforce on his car, right? 322 only. But that means that he's got to give up some speed through sector 3. Look at that. 3 tenths. Lando's given up to Charles Leclerc through sector 3 by itself. In and of itself, that's chaos. Chat. If Norris can perform in qualifying the way it is in practice, the ship is sealed. True. But then that's the $64,000 question, Easy G, isn't it? He just doesn't. He tails off. He doesn't get quick. Everybody else, like, builds a race weekend and accumulates. Everybody else gets quicker incrementally through the sessions as they go on. They peak in Q3. Lando seems to like lose a tenth or 2 if past his pro. It's not a good look, is it? Either qualifying or the race will bring yellow and red flags. It will be standard, Daniel. Too many walls around there. Do you know what I mean? You've got to play wall chicken. Gets close to the wall with a view to maximise for the geometric racing line, but not too close. It's techie. Monaco-esque. McLaren no mini DRS, therefore they are slower. True, Outlaw. This is true, but they've tacked on that additional downforce. Jekyll and Hyde. There's another track that's similar to this, right? Spa. Spa's like high speed, low speed, high speed again. As far as sector 1, sector 2, sector 3. Charles either takes pole or crashes, no middle ground. You did say it, Daniel. I know that you might be portending something here. Could we get the chaotic Baku Grand Prix we've had in the past weekend? considering some guys might have their one opportunity to grab a win this weekend, maybe. But I think it's all in the hands of the McLarens and the Ferraris and the Red Bulls, though, right? I don't know who else has got an anomalous opportunity to win a race around there. I don't know. Three, 5 kilometers per hour for Lando. No, I didn't see that just then. Not through the speed trap, at least, Luke. Unless I missed something on the stream. OJ is a tone, still only 7th. Yeah. Scrubbed softs. Lawson goes up to 5th. And again, this is due diligence. All these guys, I mean, these aren't the proper times. Some of them will be putting in different programs and race sims and hot laps. But it's hard to discern, eh? Do me a favour and smash the like, por favor. Smash the like. Go on then, Charlie's cooking. Although Lewis Hamilton is also cooking. Look at that, goes quickest through set to 1. Go on then, Sir Lewis. Let's have a word, mate. Charles Leclerc goes purple through set to 2, 41.4. Half a tenth quicker. So he's half a tenth quicker. So he's a tenth quicker and then half a tenth quicker. And then I think Charles Leclerc's about to go 42.1 here. Or 42.0. Oh my days. How's he done that in sector 3? Charles Leclerc goes quickest. But then look at Lewis Hamilton coming. Go on then, Lewis. Come after man. Come after Lewis Hamilton. Please. Just don't make a mistake in sector 3. Lewis Hamilton going quicker. I mean, he's half a tenth up on Charles Leclerc. Go on then, Lewis. 41.8. Don't mind if I do, chat, but he's going yellow micro sectors. Don't drop the ball in sector 3, Lewis, please. 41.8. Oh, take it. Take it. 41.9. So he did drop the ball a little bit in sector 3. Look at that. What is it with Lewis and sector 3? He was purple, sector 1, sector 2, and then all of a sudden drops the ball. No bueno. Take it though. T minus 44 minutes, 41s. Forza Ferrari. Forza. You must always leave a space. You must always leave a space. He had us talking. He did an easy G. Come after man. Come after Lewis Hamilton. Go on then. What's the delta? 2 tenths. I don't hate that. Or 1.5 tenths even. I don't hate that. Charles Leclerc did a cheeky touch. The sector 3, I mean, he was there, and then what happened? Sector 3, Lewis Lewis lost. Lewis lost 1.5 tenths. I want to see that sector 3 from Lewis. Why has he just lost? What's going on, Ray? I hope you're good, brother. He's on fire. Maybe it's his new missus. He's got a new missus. I saw him with his friend Ashley. What's her face? What is that set? I don't know what happened to him in that sector. Mediums are faster, tiring quality. I doubt that they'll be. Oh, that's got on my nerves. I can't lie. I'm a bit fuming. I would have liked to see Sir Lewis top of the timing sheets in FP2, and it looked like it was on, but then he's gone and lost 0.15 in sector 3 as per usual to Charles Leclerc. Cheeky mistake, pushing too hard. Oh, Carlos Sainz goes quickest in sector 2. Don't hate that, but he's already 2 tenths adrift. Here we go. There's Lando Norris now. Oof. Lando Norris goes half a second quicker in sector 2 than anybody else. If you can get some unbelievable. Look at this. Here we go. This is Lando about to make a statement. Easy G. 141.5 or 141.2 even, I reckon. How much is he going to lose? 141.3, 141.4 maybe. Oh, he sacked it off and come in. What did he do that for, chat? Did you see that? Did Lando make a mistake? Oh, I want to see the end of that Lando Norris lap on soft compound tyres. Go. Hang on, chat. Lando Norris did a sector 2 of 41 seconds flat. That's 4/10 quicker than the rest of them through sector 2. What? Oh my gosh. There is speed in Lando Norris's McLaren. In Lando Norris's... I know, Easy G. He didn't want to show his hand, did he? The incomplete laps, I don't think you get to see the telemetry for, you know? Or we don't at least. Maybe Oscar can behind the scenes. Huh. That 41 seconds that Lando's just gone through sector 2 is chaos. Still waiting though, expecting Carlos to start that. Me too, Luke. It will happen in the end, mate. In the end, that's the first for him not showing his hand. 100% Z. He needs to... This is motorsport chess, not checkers, right? Skullduggery in F1 is to be applauded. No, F1 necessitates skullduggery. Norris is sandbagging. Huh. 41 seconds. Oh, go on then. I want to see. Right, OJP's going around now. There's a 35.7. Okay, so that's quicker. All right, okay. So that's quicker. That's a tenth quicker than Lando's sector 1. I want to see. This is sector 2. I want to see how close Oscar can get to the 41 seconds sector 2 of Lando. He'll need some more purple micro sectors than that, OJP. Lando watched Peter. I know. Yeah, I think you'd be surprised how many of these drivers watch Peter and take heed. Go on then, Oscar. How close can Oscar get to that? 41.3 only from Oscar. Holy smokes! Oof! And I missed the Lewis Hamilton. Look at that. Lewis Hamilton on scrubbed mediums goes 41.5. Oh, the humanity! And again, maybe there's a lot of sandbagging going on here, and maybe it's precursory settings. You know what I mean? Prelude, the calm before the storm. And through goes Hamilton. Neil, don't hate it. Come of the hour, come of the man. On mediums, I have, you know. You'll need that confidence. I mean, use it, Lewis. Do you know what I mean? Not a bad lap there. I'm me to the top. Don't hate it. Boom, 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 boom. Chill out, Lance. 600 Grand Prix and that. 182nd. Come on, Lance. Chill out, mate. To finish first, one must first finish, Lance. Mediums are the faster tyres. Somebody else said that, right, Noah? I didn't believe it. Is that Glock? Ah! Oh, no. Charles Leclerc confirming that he touched the wall quite hard. Oh, no. 400 of you in the chat can currently do me a favour and smash the like. It is indeed David Hughes, only FP2, and it's hard to be. Even the most discerning guy can't normalise nor filtrate out for the different variables. Who's doing hot laps? Who's doing sim runs? How much fuel do they have? Who's going to tinker with setups like Red Bull normally do between now and Q1? Who's going to tap more downforce points on as far as their rear? Who's going to tap more downforce points on as far as their front wing? Who's going to take some off with a view to optimise for their maximum velocity going for the speed trap? Jekyll and Hyde track settings, remember. You know what I mean? It's got to be a bit techie. Sector 2, Sector 3 speed drag strip settings needed. But Sector 2, 90-degree turns each and every single time. Low minimum speed, medium duration. Told you about, you did say about the mediums, Max. You did. I disbelieved. Let's see. But they always do this. And then come time in Q3, they all put on the red labelled soft compound tyres. So we'll see. Don't give me hope, says EGD. Too many variables. Who says Verstappen fans can't cheer for Lewis? This is true, Renz. But if you're drawing a median line across Max Verstappen fans, I don't know why that doesn't happen. I honestly, Renz, vice versa. I don't understand why Lewis fans can't cheer. Well, Abu Dhabi, but whatever. It's not like it was Max's fault. Like, not like Max got on the blower to Michael Massey and said, "Oof, can you do me a favour?" If you're a fan of the upper echelons of motorsport, then you've got to be a fan of both, right? But if you're a partisan fan, if you have your partisanship scarf tied too tightly around your neck to cut off the circulation to your objective brain, then that's when that happens. Both the Ferraris are looking quick. Yeah, hopefully they can do something. Hopefully they can do something. But I've read this bit before, Sebastian. Where were you looking at? British Grand Prix is the same thing, and then Lewis stacks it in sector. I don't know. I feel like I've read this book before. Didn't they look tasty at Monza, and then all of a sudden in Q3 just fell by the wayside? They always show, like Lando in FP1, 2 and 3, they always look good, don't they? And then all of a sudden, when it's the paid sessions, the ones that matter, and everybody turns at their engine to like 12, we realise that Ferrari already had been turned up to 12 in FP1. But you can tell where I'm from and the fact that I don't support you. Z. It's techie, this. It's techie. Are any of you guys watching the athletics? It's interesting, this. The athletics normally captivates the imagination. Do you know what I mean? Globally, but this time it's like nobody cares. It's really sad for me. As a former athlete myself, Cameron will have you know that I'm a Schumacher fan only. For everyone else, I can admire excellence performance when I see it. I wasn't talking about you, Neil. I wasn't talking about you, mate. I was talking about the populace more broadly. Do you know what I mean? The diaspora. So Charles can have a fifth consecutive pole in Baku. 100%. Science. I think he's still in my Max, to be fair. If we're talking, I need to get more serious with the fantasy F1 thing. It's picking up some next year we'll go hard, promise. Charles Leclerc pushing a go easy, Charles. Nobody watches athletics, everybody watching Baku and Cam. You're a legend, League. You're a legend. There's some big I might need some updates here. Let me see what I can get going. Lewis needs a boost, man. If not Max, then Lewis. 100% Safak. I knew, Safak, that you're a big fan of Lewis. I mean, it's greatness, right? Real recognise real. Yeah, Neil, Max will, and he better take GP. Go to where? G3? Where do you reckon it? Neil, you think that he'll go to... I don't think Max will go to Ferrari. Don't think so, mate. I'm selling that hypothesis. Oh yeah, standard. EC, you're a legend, mate. Thank you so much. What's going on with the best Naughty B Spec F1 podcaster in the game today? Hope you're well. EC, I'm grand, chap. I'm grand. I'm getting my eye back into the game. Do you know what I mean? Playing my way back into the crease. I apologise that the schedule's been a bit up and down of late. But next week we go again. We ride again at dawn. EC, you're far too kind. So I hope you and yours are fantastic as well, mate. I'll watch the women's poll vote. How very dare you, Brett? I see who you are, Brett. Do you know what I mean? I understand what you're doing there, Brett. You should support your fellow near countryman, Easy G. It's true. I should be a fan of Lando, but it's weird the way that works. He said, I'd rather not. The British Isles, Z. Okay. I mean, you like who you like, right? Like, define likability. And what does it constitute? Some people will die unalive themselves for Lewis Hamilton. Do you know what I mean? Some people, a lot of people that I talk to would never Just like Lewis Hamilton, like, just don't just not big Lewis Hamilton fans. Just hate it. Think he's a bit of a douche. There is a motorbike, a guy who rides a motorbike that lives down the road, and he's just a chaos merchant. Oh, Max Verstappen's mate, just about to go in the 400 meters. I'm commentating two different sports, and I need to focus. Excuse me. Matt said he would go to Ferrari if the car is good, so he will win a GT3 championship before that happens. I don't think he's talking about Ferrari F1. I mean, no, Max isn't going to Ferrari F1 team, not anytime soon. Can I take you with me to Silverstone next year, says Tristan. Could do with your A-spec wheel knowledge while attending the race. Of course you can, mate. Mate, but I'll be streaming it. I'd love to go, I'll go Silverstone one day when Stefano picks up the phone, do you know what I mean? And begs me. Begs me and us, because we'll have to be streaming out there. Femke done it. It's only Stroll that makes my skin crawl. If I was a Lewis fan all my life, I think 21 maybe not like Max, but I can't deny something very fair play, EasyG. I think we're in similar boats there. I like Lewis, but can't stand Team RH. Me and you both, Derek. I don't get the hate for Lewis, 7-time champion. Done loads for making F1 more diverse. Yeah, he can be a bit stroppy when he's not winning, but that's the reason why he's a 7-time champion. Greg says, I don't disagree, mate. I think you're onto something. Jos and Max will not pass up the opportunity to go to Ferrari guaranteed. Do you think so, Neil? They got a winning car, they will. Go on then, let's have a look at these timings. Oof, Lewis Hamilton's still on a 41.5, T minus 30 minutes to go. I'm gonna bear with us one sec, chat. I'm just gonna go and grab a door. I'll be back, I promise. Chill out, Lando. Chill out, Lando. I'll be back, I promise. Crackosaurus, you're a legend, chap. Thank you so much, mate. I'm grateful, genuinely. I don't say this enough, and I appreciate you, Crackosaurus. Gifting memberships out here. Do me a favour. If you're not a member already and you want to be, there is a link. There is a link in the description. And you can click bottom left of your screen, join. That will get you access to a couple different things. First of which, Discord. Link is in the community tab. Second of which is priority in the chat. Third of which is a newsletter. Your boy needs to write one today. Still high rise. I appreciate you, mate. I mean, it will be faded away come tomorrow, but he does a good job. I've got to put some respect on D's name for now. Well, you get pulled today, my friend, legend, 100%. Just looking at this from Lando. Oh fuck! You know what that reminds me of? You remember when Max tapped the exit of the final turn in Saudi Arabia? He's almost been too greedy. He's seen that he's not going to make it. And he's just as you were. He tried to crack on, and I don't think that was the way. What's Lando? Come on, Lando. Approach the congregation. So we need to have a conversation. Fly him out to Detroit. I'll tell D. He'll appreciate you saying that. Still, I rise. He's a good man. He's my barber. He's going to go places, and he takes instruction as well. You know, most of these barbers still I rise. You can't talk to them. No, this guy is a good lad, my current barber, and I've had to divest out of old. I'm cheating on my old barber. Norris, it's a practice session. That's scandalous. I know. What's that? Not the end of the world. They can fix that. They can fix that. Crackosaurus, you're a legend, chap. As if I didn't say it already enough. Bloody Nororlando. I don't know what to say, chat. If you drive at 10 tenths all the time, every time, then you will make those mistakes. You're right, still I rise. Just can't take criticism, right? I can have a conversation with this new barber, and that's why I'm sticking with him. When I said I can smell a cheeky DNF from Oscar in the second half of the season, it was Lando that had a mechanical failure. Oh, easy G, you weren't a million miles away though, eh? Why is Oscar so slow? Shoot. Oh my gosh. Karan Chanduk, you can't do that, mate. Oh, he's in the water. It was a brush with the ball. Hating Team LH and MVs like Bloods versus Crits. No one wins when the F1 family feeds. Very well said, EC. It's sad times, isn't it? But I'll tell you what's happening now because of Max's performances. This is why I kind of wanted this for Max. I wanted Max to win a fifth, of course. But second to that, as far as priority order, I wanted to see Max. The challenge from loads of Sir Lewis Hamilton fans, stans, extremists, fundamentalists alike was always something like this. Oh, I need to see Max win a race when he hasn't got the quickest car. That's why I kind of was like, okay, fair. If that's the last bastion of Maximilian Verstappen, then let's make it happen. Charles Leclerc goes top, by the way, 41.3, 2 tenths clear of Lewis. Oscar Piastri did touch the wall. Blimey, Max Verstappen would eat these Donnies for breakfast. Look at him just making mistakes all over the shop. Easy G, what's going on? You should go to the race. We'll be okay with one less stream, and so will you. You're a legend, Arthur. I appreciate you saying that, mate. Thanks for the content. I'll get there in the end. I will go one day. I promise. There shall be no hating on my boy Charles this weekend. Neil, he's hoping, mate. He's hoping. I mean, he's specialist day. Of the five previous qualifying sessions, he's nailed all 5. Undefeated, undisputed, pound for pound. Charles Leclerc never lost a round. Hating is a waste of energy, Gino says. Agreed. Very well said, EC. More succinctly and more eloquently, infinitely more eloquently than I ever could. 400 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour, if you like the stream, then do me a favour and take a second to like the stream. It matters more than you might realise. Ferrari 0.5 clear of Mercedes for once, but they always go well around it. Here's why Ferrari are suited to a track like this. Lots of long straights, lots of aggressive braking zones, lots of low speed corners, medium duration. True. Just making mistakes, see? It happens, mate. Chucky fast. Oscar in the wall. Bloody no. What the heck, McLaren? What are you boys doing? They definitely deserve to win a title making all those mistakes, right? The irony is they will, in all likelihood, seal the constructors in 2025 this race weekend. Meanwhile, making all of the mistakes. Do you know what I mean? Whatever. Stroll is quicker than Yuki? No. Oh, today, yeah, fair play today. But Stroll's not too bad around there, I don't think. Come like both of McLarens are trying to see what they can get away with on that corner. Easy G though, bloody no, like stop. Do you know what I mean? Come on, can't. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. I want to see Max Verstappen put a time in 43. No, he's gone 35.8. Behrman goes 35.8, set to 1. Go on then. I think we've got to learn the action with T minus 20 minutes left on the docket. Get out the way, Lewis. Don't hinder. Oof. Legends are made. Legends are made. Crackersaurus should sound like shares. Alluding, of course, to nurture thesis as versus nature. Track is improving in some areas. Standard track evolution. Street circuit settings. See what I mean? Was that Oscar? What was that? Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Lando's car is fudged. No chance, mate. I think that's Lando's. Lando's cooked his goose for FP2 at the very least, if not FP3 as well. It might be, well, no, they'll repair it overnight. No, Lando's not going to get out. Oscars maybe though. Street circuit rules apply. Very well said, Max. I might borrow and or steal that off you. Street circuit rules apply. Mileage therefore may vary. T minus 19 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Charles Leclerc has the whip hand from a timing perspective on a 41.4 rounded. As near as makes no difference. 2/10 clear of his teammate Lewis Hamilton. And I don't hate that for Lewis. I said if I'd be happy if Lewis could get within 3/10 of Charles around there and he's 2/10, and I'll take that. I'll take that. Like a 90-second track. I'll definitely take that. And Charles Leclerc can't lose a qualifying set. I'll take that. I don't think that's bad from Lewis. George in third on a 141.7. Behrman, 41.9. My eyes doth deceive me. Max Verstappen in fifth on a 41.9. It's going to be interesting. Lots of racing still to be done now. It is FP2 due diligence time. For those of you who are just joining, McLaren, mistakes from both the title contenders, OJP and Lando Norris. Lando Norris yeeting it into the wall, a la Maximilian Verstappen 2021 Abu Dhabi final turn. Oscar Piastri, cheeky wall kiss. Both of them are in the pits getting their cars repaired. Championship, wherever you are. Definitely championship material, both of those chaps. Very messy weekend thus far. Lewis Hamilton, cheeky mistake earlier on. I mean, everybody's making mistakes, but this is a track around which there are bound to be mistakes. The walls are too close. Behrman. Safak, I don't think McLaren's are sandbagging. They're pushing and struggling. Lando Norris did a bloody, what was his fastest set to T? 41 flat. Bloody not. Look at that. He's done a 41 flat, Lando Norris, and then just pitted. Well, he's a good lad. He's a good lad. He's a good lad, making his case, right? Time to step up and get that Ferrari seat alongside Charles Leclerc potentially. Ferrari free practice champions. Shows how Hamilton's standards have dropped. Oof. True. Ollie's that classy Esteban. Look at King George Russell up there. No comments on him, Cameron. I know. Oh, well, he's going quickest again, eh? Look at that. 35.560 through sector 1 this time round. Let's see how close he could get to 41.1 going through sector 2. No, he's yellow sectors. Only has abandoned. Crunchanda calls it correctly. Sat it off. So go on, then let's have a word about the. Let's have a word about Antonelli. For Pete's sake, that's chaos. See, those Mercedes boys in 3rd and 4th, 9 1,000th between them. It's not bad from Antonelli, eh? Not bad from George either. T-minus 16 minutes remaining. Oscar are going to do something. Well, if they can fix his car, D-boy. I don't think it's the end of the world if they... both incidents happened towards the end of this session, right? So they're not losing a lot of time. George, everybody's kissing the wall here. Is it the Kiss the Wall Championships or what? There are times when I think Toto looks less enthusiastic than I know. He's trying to be stoic, isn't he? He's trying to be like level and even-handed. Did you guys see as well that Oscar has 44 races now consecutive where he scored points? So John, you're a legend, mate. I'm grateful. I didn't finite him out here gifting memberships, mate. Up, honestly, Sir John, you're a legend. But did you guys see that Oscar Piastri's now raced 44 races consecutively and scored points in each? He's only four races adrift from the F1 record, which belongs to Sir Lewis. I want to say 48 races consecutive. That is crazy consistency. The irony's not lost on me that I regurgitate that story when the dude's not long just yeeted it into the barrier. Do you know what I mean? Sir John Perry, legendary settings. If you've just been gifted, blessed with membership status by Sir John Perry, then get yourself over to the community tab and get yourself in the Discord. Techie. Sir John in the house as always. Come on, remember you were angry at Jacques for saying Alonso is better than Lewis. Though to be fair, there are some people saying Vettel is better than Hamilton. Maybe Jacques deserves some snap. Seb, mate, this is how this... You want me to tell you a story as he ran third base? This is how this channel started. Loads of my mates thought that Sebastian Vettel was better than Lewis when Seb was winning his 4 championships between 2010 and 13. It's like, what? We're best friends in the world. We started just arguing. So there's no way. Normalised for the bloody car. There is no way. There's no way that anybody's going to tell me that Sebastian Vettel was ever... I said to them, then, when Lewis Hamilton gets his hand on the car, you'll see... Sebastian Vettel won't see which way Lewis Hamilton went. And then ultimately in 2017, how did that translate? How did my prediction play? I don't think I was a million miles off. What a great community. No, what a great community you're building, Max. Do you know what I mean? Sir John, Crackosaurus, C, Easy G, Safak, Daniel, Jomo, the legend that is. Like, I don't know. It's all you guys, man. It is ultimately all you guys. Alonso versus Lewis. Maybe Alonso's wearing age, but it's hard to say because Lewis is in the trophiest of troughs at the moment, right? Some would argue it won't get any worse for Lewis. It will get better as he beds in at Scuderia Ferrari, as he learns more and adapts to the Brembos and has them build a car in his own image in 2.6 and and Charles Leclerc's probably got 1 foot out the door. Like, do you know what I mean? That this can only. It'd be interesting to see how Lewis's Ferrari stint is viewed by the masses this time next year. I think we're still now we're still too close to the blast radius. Is that Lewis? Cam, you might need to refresh multi-viewers, surely not. Oh wow, look at that, 41.2. Whilst we're on a break, I've got no visuals. You need some background music, 100%. Just need to play like the sounds of the cars maybe at some point. Do I do background music? I don't know. Maybe I do. Come on, let's get a vote out quickly about this. Oh, Crackosaurus, I didn't even look how noddy I am. Crackosaurus, you're far too kind, sir. Might be the last time I can do this. You are a true legend, Mr. Cam, your orbit. A lot of people watching, some people new. A lot of people require quality. Never forget, you earn that quality. Every drop of sweat, blood, and tears. See you in the... Oh, Crackosaurus. Crackosaurus, mate, you're tearing me up, chap. Don't do this, Crackosaurus. Crackosaurus, I appreciate you, chap. Mate, you never need to donate another penny or gift another membership. I appreciate you adding the night. The conversation. You guys are legends, man. Crackosaurus tearing me up around here. What's going on here? Just looking at the Sir Lewis lap. It's useful that my visual is about 10 years behind my multi-viewer. Huh. 41.9. He's done Shaw there in sector 2, isn't he? 10th quicker. That sector 2 was chaos. You must feel that. I must feel the love, Z. Telling you, mate. We're getting there, mate. We're getting there. Crackosaurus is a legend. Play V10 sounds in the background music. Go on, let me get a vote out. No music, says Sir John. I mean, Sir John has power of veto, right? Let's get this 33% if you think Sharpole, 33% think Max, 16 Lando, 18 Oscar. Oof. Go on, let's 425 of you watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like. It's only FP2. It's going to be gangbusters this weekend, especially Quali. Quali's going to be chaos. I did update multiview. What? What's going on? Oh no, I just left it. So yeah, then so I'm probably a little bit behind. True. Go on, let's get go on, you tell me what you'd like to hear in the background. This is interesting. Bearman off. It is mayhem, isn't it? Anything interesting to mention on the long runs? I can't see without tinkering it. You guys can't see. I'd have to mess it up. I can't tell. We'll go through the long ones later on. 8 p.m. Friday night show. 44 is Dio Brett, 100% make and legend. Yeah, so I can't see. I'd have to go into something else. In fact, maybe I can't. No. No, I can't see just yet. No. No, nada, no frills, no fluff, just content. I don't hate it, Derek. I don't hate it, mate. Tentacles or background music if you go that route. Hey, again, back again in Yoksuka. Genki, Dengo, let's go. Yashita. Arigatou gozaimasu. I've seen Lewis on top. I know it's not a bad I should take the screenshot. Can your dedication to this channel is inspirational, mate. Tristan, you're a legend, cha. You're a legend. And I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. It can't exist. It doesn't work without you guys coming here and having these debates and conversations about all things F1. Every time I plead this case, something happens and I just look at you. Easy G, it's not over yet for Lando. It'll be all right. It'll come back again. I mean, of course it's a bad mistake, but not the end of the world for Lando. He's quick around here. If he can get his eye in, have himself some Weetabix. Just content. Okay. So you guys are telling me just content. All right. So we don't need any noise. I like background music, but it has to be jazz like Gran Turismo, Cracker Sauce. Tomo settings. Yeah, I don't hate that Cracker Sauce. I don't think it plays very well though, Cracker Sauce, the jazz with the frenetic nature of Formula One. TWM, if the engine sounds alive, I would vote for it, but I voted nothing. It couldn't be live engine sound, sadly. But I don't think you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, TWM, I don't think. Maybe, I don't know, we'll have a think. Every time I play this case, everybody's... You should try and have Olav Mal on your stream for an interview. I'll reach out. I will reach out, Roland, but I feel like I might have already reached out to Olav. This is true. So John says, there is a channel that has a punk rock intro song that is so cringe. I wouldn't mind a cam intro song or theme music, just no cringe. Ass kissing for me. Yeah, I don't know, John. Just for the shits and get. You're a legend, Brett. I appreciate you, mate. Too kind. Oh, okay. Look, right. Get your head in the game, Cameron. Have yourself some Weetabix. T-minus 5 minutes remaining. We are therefore rounding third base, fourth. G's 370. Only 149 likes. Do me a favour. If you haven't liked the stream already, then like the stream. It's free. To those who have already smashed it, thank you. Currently, Lewis Hamilton tops your timing sheets on a 141.3 rounded. Charles Leclerc, half a tenth off. Well, 0.7, 0.8. A tenth as near as makes no difference on a 141.367. Behind him, you've got George, Antonelli, Behrman, Verstappen on a 41.9. Lawson, Ocon, Albon, and Lando Norris on a 42. What is going on here? What is happening? Caroline, that would be good, but I already spend enough time not talking to the F1 circumstance, and I don't think no K-pop. You know, my son's obsessed with K-pop, and I don't. It doesn't play well with me. I don't like it. I was like, what is K-pop even? I don't even know. OJP might not be as quick out the gate, but he learns, and he's not a dum-dum like Lando. Lando shoots his wad too early, doesn't he? I just smashed the like, don't be embarrassed. If it took you long to... 100% Crackosaurus, the legend. But also smash the like. Do it now. I don't want to be too harsh on you, guy, Easy G. But that's not a good look, is it? From either McLaren driver, Lando Norris yeets it into the bloody barrier. Again, it looks the same. It looks like a mirror image of Max Verstappen in 21 in Saudi Arabia, right? The same, kind of. I don't know, baby matter. Let's go. My 9-year-old daughter loves K-pop too. It's awful stuff. Nick, I don't get it. It's viral, isn't it? It's almost like it needs no translation. K-pop is what I want F1 to be in 2026. Like it transcends. There's no holding it back. It's too viral. 40.2 by Charles is the lap record 2023. They'll go close, won't they? They'll go close. Loves to play with daddy. Thank God. Charles Leclerc. I thought it was Lewis for a second. Initial D. Oh no, there would be copy. I would get destroyed. I'll agree. Let's go, STZ. You sing it. That's my type of singing from the same in sheet. There's STZ. K-pop is a generic term. There's hip hop and garage tunes with it. Really visual. I did not know this. Garage K-pop. What? I don't even understand. It is what it is. Pata. Lando, blow his load too early. I guess this is Lando's. That's it. Genki. You'll excuse my being crude, but you understand the sentiment. 352, if you're watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash a like. That Maximini Verstappen on a hot one. Let's have a go. Go on then. T minus 1 minute left on the docket. Max is on everybody's long running now. Apart from maybe Lando Norris, who's still on softs, but unfortunately in the pits getting his car fixed. K-pop is a nothing burger. Controversial though. See how everybody's got something to say at it. You can't claim that you don't know what K-pop is. In short, initial D videos all over YouTube without those channels getting taken down. Roland, I'll have a look, Roland. Did Lewis make that lap up on softs or mediums? I think it was mediums. 5 lap old mediums, I think. From memory, Scholl nervous. Lewis being so close and ahead. Let's go TWM. I don't hate it. Bring out the Lewis emoji. I need to update those emojis at some point. I'm being a numpty. T minus 26 remaining on the docket. It's going to get techie. Lewis Hamilton tops his time machine. How many times have we been able to say that this season? Sir Lewis, Carl Davidson, Hamilton fans. I will take that. I would have taken Lewis Hamilton being within 3/10 of Charles Leclerc. So that's a massive. I mean, he's a 10th ahead. You know what I mean? Sir Lewis has seen me my challenge and dunked me to the tune of 4/10. Max will land 0.7 seconds are. I think Max will have something. I think he'll have something there. Many 90s and early 2K hip hop producer greats are currently. What is going on, Genki? What is happening? Lucy's time was on softs. I stand corrected. Dan's headspace. I apologise. Max, don't be showing anything until Q2 at least. Standard. Easy G. You're not wrong, mate. I know you're joking and saying that tongue in G. But you are onto something right. There we go. Lewis Hamilton tops your timing sheets. What is going on? 41.3. Rounded. Have Ferrari done like Lando and shot their wad too quick? I don't know. Lando Norris still getting his car fixed. It feels like 2019 all over, Bacon, or 2020. 7 a moment for Lewis. Important session. Touche, sir. Concur. Sir, Charles will be over half a second ahead in qualifying or in the wall of Lewis. 0.3. I'd like for Lewis to be in 0.3 of Charles Leclerc. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. You guys have been legends. Listen, I'm going to run away. We're back 8 PM as per usual. Dissecting for all of this nonsense. Because it's going to get techie, isn't it? It will get techie. Max Verstappen languishing thus far. But I think the conversation that we're going to have is the extent of the gap that he can pull between now and Q1. I think it will be material. You guys have been legends. Crackosaurus, far too kind as always. Sir John, absolute legend. Matthew, Liam, legends and far too kind. I appreciate each and every single one of you to the moon and back. Between now and 8 PM British, the prosecution rests. No further questions, Your Honour.